Daddy born poor, mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. 4 babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. It is Tuesday, November 28th, 2023. So glad you could join me this morning here at Forex Smart Trade. Our mission is to help you transform your life by making you a successful currency trader. I know it's changed mine, and I am very confident that it can change yours. And what we're going to do this morning is I'm going to show you one of our many trade signals, the one I principally use to as a teaching moment so that you can learn how to use it, but also to help you see how accurate our indicators are once you've been trained on how to use them. And we are so confident in how well the indicators perform and our ability to train you to use them, that once we've trained you, we let you trade with our money and split what you make, and eventually have the opportunity to trade an account of $100,000 and keep 80% of what you earn. So with that, let's jump right in and see what we got cooking this morning. And we need to start by listening to this guy.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
One of the great things about the program is that we do these live trades as a teaching moment, and that is our secret sauce. That is what differentiates us from other people out there, that we are constantly training specifically on our indicators, and our indicators have been around now for almost over a quarter of a century, and have proved to be very, very accurate. I do 3 sessions a week, Tuesday and Thursday mornings at 6:30 and Monday afternoon at 3:30. And then we also, I also send out a trade set up every afternoon around 4:15. Once you become a regular member, you will have access to a morning trade at 10 a.m. and to another trade at 10 p.m. And then again, one of the keys to success is that constant training. So every Wednesday evening, we have an advanced member meeting. Every Saturday morning, we've got a back to the basics where we are just focusing on reviewing the various strategies and taking your questions. I have a checklist that I go through to kind of help me make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Every day, good habit to review green chart. Every day, good habit to restart green chart, not review green chart. Turning it on and off clears out the memory, also picks up any updates that might have been done. The key to getting better at anything is doing a review, seeing what isn't going as it should be, and then making adjustments. So taking a look at the trades that didn't go the way you wanted to is a very, very useful activity and one that you should be doing. Last night, we took we took two trades. There was a third trade that we thought about, but we didn't take it because of the spread. But just going back and taking a look at that trade, which was on the pound, on the pound New Zealand dollar, we would have got that trade. You can see it. We were going to probably take 15 pips, was right around here. So that would have closed within a couple hours. So the signal was good. And then about 3 or 4 hours ago, it bumped up and went right up to went through the support line or the resistance line. So the signal was good. We didn't take the trade because the spread was too large. So I'm good with that. Also, last night we did take a on the overnight trade. If you haven't already, go ahead and just close out that Euro USD trade. I've already closed it out. It hadn't closed by morning. Like, I'm looking for those trades to close by morning. It hadn't done that. When it doesn't do that, I relook at the signal, and we'll look at that in just a second. But you'll see I closed it out here at a small loss. And I also closed it out in my live account. Euro USD. We've got everybody up here, but we are exhausted. We're overbought. It's going up on the 1 hour. I don't know if there's enough there to get the 11 pips we're looking for, but since we're at break even, or you're at break even if you haven't closed it yet, I would close it now. I don't know how much more there is in the up movement. So let's just take a look at where the support and resistance are. Well, we do have some room till we get there. But I would just close it. And reason being is, we're overbought. We're overbought on the 1 hour chart. We do have the duck bill here. The duck bill indicates on the majors that there might be a little bit more up in the push, but I don't want to wait. Close it out. Let's see if we can find a better opportunity. So, and then our other trade on the pound yen did close profitably, so you would have still had a big net profit from last night's trade. The trade I am going to do this morning is something called the 10-point trade. Actually, let's step back. We see, that's why we need this thing, because I always forget. We need to take a look at, we are technical traders. We are trading based on the price action. Our indicators are very good at telling us what direction the market's going. If we can figure out what direction the market's going, we can make some money off of it. I myself am not as interested in the entry. Some people focus on making sure they get the entry right. I don't mind giving up a pip or two on the entry as long as I have the direction right. So Forex Factory is going to help us know what news is coming up so that we can trade around that news, because news does impact currency. So let's go back here. And Forex Factory breaks news down into 3 categories. Yellow is low impact. Orange is medium impact. I generally don't worry about those, although some people do. And red is high impact. Those I want to trade around. And this morning we've got consumer confidence coming out at 10 a.m. I like to be out of the market 2 hours beforehand. 2 hours beforehand, because this news starts to leak and will start impacting the currency price before the indicator can pick it up. So the safest way is just to trade around these red items. So if we take a trade now, we've got 1 hour. So if I see a trade that I think we can close within an hour, for some reason it's going to be a quick close, we'll consider it. But the likelihood is I'm just going to pass on the USD this morning. As I said, the trade I'm using is the 10-point trade signal. I like to trade it off of a 1-hour chart. You can trade it anywhere from a 30-minute chart to a day chart. I like to be halfway into the chart before taking the trade. So on the 1-hour chart, I want to be 30 minutes into it. On a 1-hour chart, a trade's going to be worth anywhere from 5 to 35 pips. The longer you go out on the chart, the greater the time period, the more pips you can get. The other side of that, though, is you got to wait longer for the trade to do its thing. So if you're taking a trade off of a 4-hour chart, you're going to be waiting between 4 and 12 hours for that to go. My sweet spot is 11 pips on the Euro USD. Pretty much on any of these, anything with this signal. If I can get that 3 times a day, I'm doing pretty good. So, and the strategy here is really just to see all the lines from the 3 different sections. Each section is measuring something different. If we get them all to line up, we get a good trade because we've got agreement. Each section of the chart is measuring something different. And when all 3 agree, that gives the highest probability that the trade's going to do what we want. So with that, let's jump in and take a look. Australian USD. I'm starting with the middle section of the chart, the majors and minors. The red and green line is the major indicator. The black and gray is the minor indicator. Horizontal red line is the oversold line. Horizontal blue line is the overbought line. I am looking for situations where we are oversold and the lines are going up like they are here. And I'm going to ride it right through the channel. And you can see, I could have easily gotten 10 pips in an hour off of this. So this is what I'm looking for. So right now we are overbought, and minors have started to turn, but the majors are going up. So nothing here. Euro USD overbought. Everybody's still going up. So I'm going to pass. I want everybody, if we're overbought, I want all the lines coming down. Pound USD, overbought. All the lines are coming down. Minors are coming down. Majors are coming down. But I'm missing the third element that I look for this setup to be good. And that is, if we're coming down, I want the red line to have crossed over the green line and the black line to have crossed over the gray line. Black line's crossed over, so I've got the cross here, but I don't have it here. So I'm going to pass. Canadian dollar, oversold. Everybody's going up. I do have the double cross. Green is on top here, and gray is on top. So I've got 3 points. The thing I don't like about this, so I've got the 3 points. Normally when I have the 3 points, I'm going to go up to the TNTs and count how many lines are supporting this. The thing I don't like here is we've got a little bit of a kink in the line. You can barely see it where we're going from more steep to less steep. So the green line is really less than a 45-degree angle. I want this to be more than a 45-degree angle. So because of that, I'm going to pass. But if I go up here, 2 orange lines going up, that supports a buy signal that I'm seeing here. Thick blue is coming down. The thick blues are the blues are inversely related. So when blue's coming down, that means buy. So 3 of the 4. I need 3 of the 4 or 4 of the 4. So I've got this second part of the test. And then I want these lines either going up or the green line on top. And we do have the green line on top. And while we've been talking, we've lost the double cross, and the lines are coming down. So we're going to pass. Dollar Swiss franc. We're almost over. We've run through the channel. We're almost overbought, and it's kind of losing steam. Dollar yen overbought. Everybody's coming down. We're in the channel. I do have the double cross, reds on top, blacks on top. So I've got 3 points here. I will consider the trade if the green line on the major indicator is halfway or less. We are touching the halfway line, so that is 3 points. I've got 3 of the TNTs in support. Thin orange is going down. The 2 blue lines are going up. The thick orange is flat. It's been flat for 2 hours. This is telling me that it doesn't think there's any more down in the movement. This is telling me there is more down in the movement. But I don't like to trade when I see this, because at some point it is going to bounce up. And then when we go to the pressure, we've got up pressure, but red has crossed over. So this is a point, 3 points here, and 3 points here. There is good steepness on the green line, but I am going to pass because we got this news item coming up, and it is evening in Japan. It's evening in Japan, so I'm going to hold off. Let's go to our next group. So I've cloned that light 6 major chart, which was one of the standard charts, and made it into another chart that's non-USD. So we've got 6 pairs here that are non-USD. Euro pound. We touched oversold. Everybody's going up. We've got the double cross. So that's 3 points there. We're a little over halfway. That's like a little hesitance for me because I want to get the run all the way through. The question is, can I get 11 pips between here and here? There's terrific steepness on the green line, 2 orange lines going up, thick blue going down. So I've got 3 points here, and I've got 2 points here. Pressure is up, and I've got green line on top. So my question is, do I want to trade when we're a little bit more halfway? Since we have 3 points, 3 points, 2 points, we've got 8 points. I am going to take a look at. I'm going to look at my confirmation. It's worth it. It's worth it to take a look at the confirmation. So my confirmation is Euro, Great Britain pound, is to look at the 2 and the 4 hour chart. And on the 2 and the 4 hour chart, I want them to both be oversold also. We're not. We're overbought here. We're overbought here. Or we're reaching overbought here. So because I don't have this, because why I want this oversold is that if for some reason the signal weakens, we will still pick up the trade off of this being oversold, because if this is oversold, it's going to go up eventually. So I don't need the lines to be going up. I just want them oversold so that we'll end up getting this run. We don't have that here or here. So I'm going to pass. And, being a good trader is knowing what your signal is, knowing what your setup is, being confident. And the way you get that confidence is by going back and back testing, so that you've run that trade enough times on the simulator that when you see it, it's going to do what you expect it to do most of the time. So, and then just having the patience to wait till you see the signal. sometimes we get so anxious that we want to make some money. The signal's almost there, and we jump at it when it's not quite there, and then it doesn't do what we want, and we end up losing money. My strategy is to minimize my losses. I'd rather take less trades and have less losses because all I need is 2 or 3 good trades a day. Australian dollar yen, overbought. Everybody's going down, double cross. This is a nice setup. Nice steepness on the green line also, which is a plus. The green line is entering the channel as a plus. The lines are clustered as a plus. When I jump up to the TNTs, only the thick orange is telling me sell. Oh, the 2 blue lines. So I got 3 out of 4 here. But I don't have the pressure. I've got up pressure with green on top. So I don't have a point from this section. Now, even if I did have a point from this section, I am not going to trade this because I'm trading off of a 1-hour chart, and I'm expecting the trade to close within 1 to 3 hours. It is 9 in the evening in Australia and 7 in the evening in Japan. So it's non-prime time in both of these markets. I don't want to take a 1-hour trade when it's non-prime time in neither market. So I'm going to pass. Euro Canadian dollar oversold. Majors going down, minors going up, so we don't have agreement. Australian New Zealand dollar overbought. We have disagreement between the majors and minors. Pound yen overbought. Everybody's going down, double cross. Terrific steepness, so 3 points. We're halfway or less than halfway into the channel. I like that. Like the steepness. I don't mind that the miners have run through the channel. Thick orange going down, supporting the sell. 2 blue lines going up, supporting the sell. And I've got sideways pressure here. Sideways pressure. Green lines coming down, red lines going up. So I'm missing the pressure, but just for the heck of it, I do want to see what, let's see if we were to confirm this. Great Britain, pound, JPY. Nope, we're in the middle of the channel that it's turned, and here on the 4-hour, 4 hours still going up. So I don't have agreement between the 4-hour and the 2-hour and the 1 hour. If it was overbought and going up, that's okay, but it's a third of the way into the channel and going up. So I'm going to pass. Oops, let's go back here. Euro Australian dollar just reaching oversold, so nothing there. So let's go to the next group. Canadian dollar yen overbought. Everybody's coming down, double cross. So 3 points. Our green line is just at maybe 45 degrees, maybe just a little bit better. Here we only have thin orange is going down, thick blue is going up, and this guy is at thick orange is flat. So we only have 2 of the 4 here. So I am going to pass. Euro New Zealand. We've got everybody going down. We've got the double cross. What I don't like here is I like the majors to have actually got up to the overbought before taking the trade, and it hasn't done that. The minors got up here, but the majors didn't, and they didn't even touch the line. With that, I don't know how much gas is left to get this run through the line. And I don't like that it's been hanging out in the channel for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. I like to get it when it goes up and comes down, and we don't have that here. So I'm going to pass pound New Zealand dollar. Everybody's coming down. So we got 3 points here. We're just at the halfway mark. Nice steepness on the green line. So 3 points, 2 orange lines going down, dotted blue going up. In terms of speed, this is normally what you'll see. The thick blue is usually the last to turn. All right, so 3 points here, 3 points here. We've got sideways pressure. What makes it sideways is the green is going down, red is going up, but we do have the red on top. So a point here, 3 here, 3 here. So let's go back to pound New Zealand dollar, our friend from last night. But even before we do this, I'm just curious what the spread is. Last night we didn't take the trade because of the spread. See, now the spread's only 2. So the spread is okay now. Last night the spread was 5. So we've got this part of the signal. I'll take this part of the signal. This guy's giving me a little hesitancy because he didn't quite get to overbought. Let me. Let me just see what I'm still not convinced, but I'm going to get more information. So pound New Zealand. So this is what we were looking at last night. So we still have our support and resistance lines on here. So we don't have a clear trend. Basically, I'd like to know the trend, if I'm trading with the trend or against the trend. Right now, we got no trend. It's been sideways for the last 2 days. And then I want to know how much do I have from where I'm at to the next line. So 21 pips down. And about 20 pips up. You might even argue that the support line is really here. And support is just because you can see, you can see it's bouncing here, bouncing here, bouncing here, bouncing here. Let's save this and let's go back here a second. Yeah, let's take we'll take a 10 pip sell. 10 pip sell on the pound New Zealand. This is nice enough. So you can take it in your simulator, or we can go to our MetaTrader. So pound New Zealand. We got the 1 hour chart. I'm going to go to new order. My lot size is going to be a function of what I've got in my account. I'm going to move the decimal place over 4 spots. So it's going to be a 1.38. I'm going to round it up to 1.38. I can take a lot size of anywhere of half of that, which would allow me to have more open trades, to double that, which would be just I only have 1 trade. I'm going to just put this at the 1.38, click sell by market. Right click on it and go to modify. We're going to go for 11 pips. Let me see where that puts us. And 33 pip stop loss. I click the little blue button here. It does the math. Or red button. Click the little blue button here. It does the math. And let's see where that puts us. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to just move this out a little bit. I'm going to move this up a little bit so that we're outside of this wick. And I'm going to move this down a little bit so that we're in this candle here. So we've got a sell on the Great Britain pound, New Zealand dollar, with a take profit of 2.07021, take profit of 2.07021, and a stop loss of 2.07569. 2.07569. And I'm expecting this to close within 1 to 3 hours. Our signal softened up a little bit here. But I think we'll be all right. So within the next 3 hours, we should be all right on this. All right, gang, thanks so much for joining me. We will do this again Thursday morning, and tonight around 4:15, I'll send out a new overnight trade setup. Forex trading has changed my life. I've been doing it about a little over 4 years now. I've had my career has been varied. I've had some home runs and had some strikeouts. This has been one of the home runs. We can make it that for you. So if you're interested in learning more, schedule a call with me. You can schedule a call at forexsmarttrade.com /schedule. forexsmarttrade.com /schedule. And I can tell you more about it. Thanks so much, and we'll see you tonight. Bye-bye.